Good evening everybody and welcome back to another PBR Wi-Fi battle, and today I'm going to be featuring again the ultimate, the most amazing Sandstorm team I have ever come across and created, the Generation 4 pass, because it is simply awesome. So today I figured, you know what, which guy have I not shown, which guy have I not featured in this pass? And I said yes, it is the squishiness of Gastrodon that I have in this pass. See, lots of people use him as a wall, and I decided to make him an offensive set because, you know, I'd like to see what his potential is, and I think that it is very good. I think it's like a very useful attacker, you know. Anyway, so a special attacker, not physical. So I'll lead off with my Sandman because it is the Sandman into Sandman. And I lead off with my doorbell because, you know, doorbell ding dong and you're in the trick room, ladies and gentlemen. So this guy, if you have noticed the selection screen, calls himself Diablo. He's like, what, evil? He's like the devil. So I'm actually facing off evil itself in the form of Palkia and Empoleon. So I'm going to say, you know what, I'm going to win this for Christianity, for all religions worldwide. I'm going to defeat evil today. So this is like kind of personal. So he leads off with two water types, thinking, ha, you have a Sandstorm team, you are weak to water, so I'm going to beat you with my leads. Wrong. This is my team, and I'm going to own you, I'm going to rule you, because I can. So, my team has this standard, you know, set up the trick room and sweep as fast as you can, sort of thing. And, you know, he goes for the surf. And I'm saying, yeah, if it's not a crit, I can take it. So that did, like, you know, so little to Palkia. It's like ridiculous because of the 4 times resistance. So that did that wasn't that okay, that wasn't a very good surf. Okay, that's it. That's my verdict. So Sandstorm damage will only affect Palkia only, which I could not care any less because, you know, they may be tough to take down, but you have to, you know, you just have to chip off damage or make them, you know, yeah, just chip them off with an earthquake like I'm going to do here with Hippowdon. So as you guys can see, I am going to go for the Empoleon, which is the main threat here, because that Palkia hasn't shown me anything, you know, threatening, you know, anything that I could fear, you know, like what most Palkias do, like a Hydro Pump or a Surf. Surf from Palkia would be devastating, you know, or, you know, maybe even a little, what's it called, like a Spatial Rain on Hippowdon or something, or a Fire Blast on that Bronzong. So I go for the Earthquake. Levitate makes a beautiful combo out of Earthquake for Bronzong. And that doesn't take out Empoleon, which is kind of weird, you know. I don't know. Do they have physical defense? Anyway, so with the light screen up, that does a heavy amount of damage on Hippowdon, which means that, whoa, that is alerting. I mean, I am on high alert. I have to take out that Empoleon out like now. So he's desperate. He goes for another Thunder, blasted in the face of my doorbell. And how dare you kill my doorbell? How dare you kill the sound that actually makes people know that someone's waiting outside the door so that you can let them in and spend Christmas together? How dare you steal that essence away from me? So I'm going to punish you, and I have the best way of doing that. You see, Hippowdon here has a thing for Palkias. He wants to take them out. He wants no Ubers on the field because he's got like this policy kind of thing. He says, like, you know what, screw you, I'm a hippo, and instead of water I spit out sand from my sides. Awesome, right? So I send in Squish. Meet Squish, just meet him. Look, this is Gastrodon. He is very glad to meet you, by the way. And he's like, you know what, I'm going to protect this turn because I can predict an earthquake, because I'm a ground type and I know these things. So he goes for the earthquake, he meaning Sandman, because he's a Sandman and he can. And unless he switches out, Palkia and Empoleon are going to be suffering, you know, just a little scratch, just a little dent, enough to get by, you know, just a little earth tremor, the earth tearing open. So this is where, you know, the game gets a little jumpy, because, you know, I had faced a little bit of lag because I was also on YouTube at the same time while I was recording, and I forgot to turn off any other programs. So watch this. This earthquake was so intriguing, so powerful that even the announcer himself, even my computer lagged. Watch this. He goes for the earthquake and boom. Listen. No, wait. Wrong earthquake. Anyway, forget that. I get the Empoleon down. Okay, kind of failed. I get the Empoleon and the Palkia down, which is kind of good news because I really wanted them off of the field. So your water types are out of the way, which means that I am going to be leveling the score. Or no, I'm not leveling, I'm actually ahead. He's down to his two last Pokemon. Well, I still have 3 in reserve. So he sends out a Staraptor, which is, I don't know, it's not bad news. You see, for my Gastrodon, he couldn't care less because it's like, I have a Wise Glasses, so that makes me a special attack. I have Ice Beam, and I'm gonna blast you out of the sky, unless you have a Focus Sash, which would be bad news. But even if you do, you're gonna go down at the end of the turn because of the Sandstorm. So there's not much hope for the Staraptor. There's nothing it can do. So you guys are wondering, you have a Gastrodon out and no Rindoberry? No guys, this is an offensive set. If I wanted a Rindoberry, I would have him outside of a Trick Room. I would invest. Actually, a Rindoberry is actually kind of a waste because most of the Pokemon that actually use Grass type moves are going to most likely take out the Pokemon that have 4 times resistance. I mean, a Yache Berry on a Salamence or Dragonite is a joke. The same thing applies for Rindoberries on Swampert and Gastrodon or Rhyperior. It is a joke. Come on, guys. So that was a beautiful sweep by Gastrodon there. That was a nice discreet appearance that he did today. He takes out someone, you know, first kill, first blood for Gastrodon. That must feel good. So my Hippowdon is like, nah, I'm not gonna attack, you know, I'm just gonna slack off because I can. And Miss Maggie's is like, oh yeah, Shadow Ball, and yeah, that did not do as much as he liked because, you know, I've got the light screen up and I'm also quite bulky. You know, Gastrodons are bulky like that anyway. So lefties, and I'm going to go for another attack. So no Earth Power because that is most likely to have Levitate. And I'm like, you know what, Hippowdon can't do a whole bunch of, you know, it isn't that offensive, it isn't that useful for me. So I'm going to switch him out, and I'm going to go switch into my Torterra. Go green because it's the campaign for the environment, you know. Torterra's got a bloody tree on its back, so why wouldn't I name it Go Green? Anyway, so in comes my Torterra, and ladies and gentlemen, Torterra is very underrated. People say that just because he has a quad weakness to ice, he's useless, but let me inform you that he is not useless. He is anything but useless. You see, Torterra is a very useful Pokemon when you use it correctly. Any Pokemon is useful when you use it correctly. I mean, like Gastrodon and the Torterra, and they're very underrated Pokemon, and I believe that, you know, give these guys a chance. Stop, just leave Dragonite alone, just leave Mewtwo alone, leave the dragons alone, leave Garchomp, leave Alakazam, leave Jolteon. Just try something new, you know, just try Gastrodon. Atrico used it, I think Overhazard used it. I mean, come on, just give this guy a break. I mean, like, come on. Squish, I mean, it's like, it's a Gastrodon, it's awesome, you know, it's like, despite its bulk, it's also very useful as a sweeper. I mean, you're going to say, how come you didn't take Miss Magius out? Because it's got special defense. It's a very special defensive Pokemon. So the reason why Torterra is very useful is going to be proven in this turn. Torterra actually shines and steals a spotlight. Watch this. Life Orb, Crunch, super effective, low defense, and full attack, full investment in attack, and an attacking nature guarantees the one-hit KO for Miss Magius, which makes me the winner of the match. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope that you enjoyed meeting my new Gastrodon. So I will be posting a new battle quite soon, so stay tuned guys. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.